All right, guys, the GM's coming back. I want to take a look at all the adept weapons you can farm and answer the question, are they worth it? And this one specifically, I want to go over the D.F.A because that is going to be the first adept weapon you can farm. And GMs also should be back in the game relatively soon after this video goes live. All right, so let's jump right into it. The D.F.A is a 140 RPM kinetic hand cannon. 140 RPMs are one of the most loved hand cannon archetypes in the game, so it does have that going for it. And this was also a fan favorite weapon way back in the day when Nightfall specific weapons launched way back at the end of Destiny 2. So typically these are going to be both good for PvE and PvP, but is it better than what we already have in the game? Well, getting right into it, I always say in these first two columns, take whatever you like to make it feel good. If you're going with PvE, maybe you want reload speed. If you're going with PvP, maybe you want range. But if we get into the actual perks of the gun, we have perpetual motion, fragile focus, tunnel vision, triple tap, steady hands, and outlaw. And in the second column, we have rampage, vorpal weapon, opening shot, focus fury, tom payload, and wellspring. So it actually does have some very good perks packed into this one weapon, and I definitely think you can take advantage of some of these. So starting off with PvE, you have things like perpetual motion, which is a great perk. You just move, you get a bunch of benefits, which obviously is going to help you a lot. You also have things like triple tap, which can be good paired with some other perks, and you also have things like outlaw. So when you get a precision kill, you're going to get a lot of reload speed, which is very nice. Now in the next column, you have things like rampage, which is very good for damage buff. Vorpal could be good paired with triple tap if you want to go with a champion killer type weapon. I would never recommend this because you should just use other weapons on champions, but that's not even that bad of a role. You also have things like focus fury and triple tap, which can also be good. You get a lot of headshots with focus fury. You're gonna constantly be refilling that magazine. You're gonna constantly proc focus fury, and you're always gonna have this 20% damage buff up. That is a little bit harder to do, and I pretty much would always recommend taking rampage, but that is on there. Time payload is another extremely good option. This is going to make your bullets hit an enemy, then have a little delay, then explode. It's kind of like explosive payload in a way. It's just a little delay to it. And wellspring is also not even that bad if you were playing an ability based build and you need to get your abilities back when you get kills. So there's a lot of different routes you can go with this. You can go with the workhorse weapon type with outlaw rampage. It's very good. You have your reload perk, you have your damage perk. If you don't want to take outlaw, you can go perpetual motion as well. Even if you want to go a focus fury triple tap route, that could be fun. Tom payload, perpetual motion is also another extremely good role, especially for killing champions. And for PvE, my god rule for me personally would be reload speed with a arrowhead break to get 100 recoil direction. And also I'm going to be running flare magwell to get even more reload speed with outlaw and rampage. This is just a very strong workhorse weapon. You get a bunch of reload speed, you get some damage, and it is just a nice solid kinetic primary. Again, the other options are also very great, but you also are competing with other weapons like Eyes Luna, which you can craft and get enhanced perks on. So in PvE, if you do get a decent roll on it, I definitely would keep it. I don't know if it's something I would seek out and is a must get, but if you do like it, I would definitely fall for it because it is a fun hand cannon. Now for PvP, again, you have things like perpetual motion. You get a bunch of stats while you move. Perpetual motion is one of the best perks in PvP right now. Fragile focus is an okay option. You get some range when you're not taking damage. If you're playing in the back of the map, you can get 20 extra range, and you can just kind of snipe people with the hand cannon, which is pretty cool. Tunnel vision is also a pretty good perk to have. Triple tap, I guess, is fun, but you're never going to use it. Steady hands is also another pretty good perk for PvP, and outlaw is not even that bad, but I would definitely recommend taking perpetual motion just because you get other benefits as well while moving. Rampage is not the greatest PvP perk, but you definitely can make it work. Kind of like Vorpal, you can take supers out, but definitely would not recommend those two. Opening shot is a great option. Focus fury could be fun, again pairing with triple tap in PvP. It is a very niche role, but you will get extra bullets to keep that 20% damage up if you are constantly landing headshots, which could be fun. Tom payload, another great option for PvP because it will stagger enemies like crazy. And wellspring, not that bad for PvP as well. A thing to note is that you also do have access to the origin traits, Stunning Recovery and Vanguard's Vindication. I would pretty much always take Vanguard's Vindication and both of these, especially now in this current season because there's no hand cannon champion mods. So getting kills with that Outlaw Rampage will heal you, and also getting kills in PvP will heal you too. So if I was to go for a specific role on this hand cannon for PvP, I would definitely go at full bore to get plus 15 range, and Akara's rounds to get even more range. And what's really cool is, since this is Adept, you can take the Adept range mod, so you have 80 range, and then you can also go with a range masterwork, and you have a total of 90 range on your hand cannon. That is crazy. It is going to be able to snipe people like crazy. And then I would also recommend taking perpetual motion to bump up that stability to try to help with recoil direction and flinch as well. And then finally, I would also recommend taking opening shot. Now, if you want to lose some range and put it more in stability, if you are taking open shot, that is totally fine. You can 100% do that. Time payload, again, is also another great option. This roll right here will pretty much let you have almost no damage drop off on the hand cannon, and it is a very, very solid choice for PvP. Now, is this better than IS Luna with its enhanced traits? I honestly don't think so. But if you are doing GMs for materials and you get any of these PvE and PvP weapons to drop, I would definitely give them a shot because they do have the potential to be very good and very fun. So I guess to answer the final question, is the D.F.A worth it? And in all honesty, with other weapons in the game, it's probably not that worth it. But if you do enjoy the weapon, I would definitely recommend farming it because it is by no means a bad weapon at all. It's just other stuff is going to be good, but if you love the feel of the weapon, which matters a ton in any FPS game you play, I would definitely recommend going for it because it has a lot of good perks you can get on it for both PvE and PvP. And I think you all will love it if you do get one to drop. But the D.F.A is just for this week. I will be posting all the other Nightfall rewards in the coming weeks when they launch with the GMs. But I think that is going to do it all from me. I really hope you all enjoy. And if you did, consider subscribing, drop a like, and turn those notifications on. Also, if you'd like to join my Discord, follow me on any of my socials, all that we linked in the description below. But just know watching this video is way more than enough. Every single bit of support from y'all is truly appreciated. Thank you all so much for watching this one, and have a great day. Peace.